Oh, hi there. Let's connect again. I just got some goodies from Transformers TCG.org. This is the Transformers TCG Goodie Pack from 2026. Transformers TCG was a trading card game that implemented Transformer characters that you could transform and battle against other people. And Wizards of the Coast retired the game during the Big C. And the fan community picked it up after that, and it's been doing pretty good over the years. So if you don't know anything about it, we will talk a little bit about it, but we're going to talk about these goodie packs first and see what we got here. The first card on this is Grimlock, and I got Dinobot Leader, which was one of the cards that came out in the first wave of this game, and I think this is just a re-art of that card, and we're going to bust this open and see what we got here. And it looks like there's some other cards that were made here. This is Roller. This was a card that wasn't in the original first 5 waves done by Wizards of the Coast, but the fan community has continued to keep this game alive and make cards and stuff like that. And there's a little QR code there, and I'll post it in the video so you can see a better shot of it. The Transformer TCG game, when it came out, you had Transformers that you could pick a certain number of battle stars, which are indicated here on the characters. You could have up to 25 stars and any faction between Autobot, Decepticon, and then later they introduced mercenaries. And then some more other factions were introduced by the fan community after the game was retired by Wizards of the Coast. And you built your team, and then you took battle cards like this, and you built your deck and team based on what kind of playstyle you wanted, and the objective is to defeat the other person's characters because they have attack, health, and defense, and then once their character reaches 0 health, they are knocked out and sent to the KO area, and the objective is to eliminate the other person's team. But we'll pop into this and see what we got here. I'll see you guys down there. All right, now that we're back over here, this is the stuff that came in the goodie pack that I got. I think these 3 cards here do not come in this original starter pack, but this is a starter pack that helped people get started with playing this game and learn how to play. It comes with instruction cards on how to play and how to start the game in different fashions. It tells you about all the different pips that are on the cards, and that's what these are, these little icons in the corner. In the community, we called them pips because that's what they stood for at the time, and it could have just been These icons could have been adopted to be called pips, but that's what we called them back in the day when we played this game regularly. And so the objective of the game is you get a team like this. These are the 3 cards that came in this pack, the 3 character cards. All right, these are the characters that come in the pack here, these 3 cards here. And normally you have like your hero character, which would be like your main character that you would build your team around. This is Grimlock. This is an alternate art and a different sized version of the original Grimlock character. Normally the Transformer cards when they first launched were about this size here. And yeah, this is the size that they were. You could tell the very difference in size here, but they made these smaller and more compact for being able to take this like in travel, because it did make things a little more complicated when you were trying to travel with a deck box because these character cards were really large. But don't get me wrong, it was fun flipping these big cards and attacking and battling. But I will show you this card here again here. That's Grimlock. I'm assuming he's the main character of this deck. I did not read through all these if it tells you that. But normally, because this card was a really good card when it first came out, and these character cards have different values on them. Like this is their star count, and how you would build your deck is you're allowed 25 stars between your characters and your battle cards. And Grimlock is 10 stars here. This is an alternate art of Nova Storm here. And she has 7 stars. And then there's this card. This was a fan community made card. This is the Alicon card here, and he's only 5 stars. So the total of them is, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 22. So I'm assuming there's a few battle cards in here that have stars. And that's how you can build your deck. You can mix and match factions like this. Like this is an Autobot, this is Decepticon, and this is an Alicon, Yeah, that's what they're called, right? Alicons. Or quintessons, sorry. I'm spacing. And these are quintessons. And then you would build your deck based on this, but this goodie pack comes with a pre-made deck or pre-built deck so that you can just get ready to battle with other people. And other people have pre-made decks, like I have my own regular decks. And I'll show you that a lot of these cards have alternate arts of some of the original cards that came out in the waves. But you get your cards and you base them and you build them based on the play style that you want, like these pips here. These add to your attack and defense value. But let's see what other, see, like this is Combat Dagger. It is an orange pip and a black pip. And these cards explain what the pips do and how they affect your gameplay. But this is an alternate art version, because here's the original version that came out by Wizards of the Coast, and then this was an alternate art fan-made one, which is pretty cool. I like it. I mean, the other one is just as good. I mean, it doesn't change anything other than the artwork. But these were made for people to have some different flavor in their decks. And let's see here. We got Fight for Position, Hit and Run. I love this card. A lot of people sleep on this card, but this card can come in quite handy. Let's see here. I thought I saw. Oh yeah, see, like this is a star card. See, I have 3 stars to play with to equal 25, and then this is Mounted Missile, which has a star card. And so each one of these cards has its own star value, so you'd count each one. So that's 1, 2, 3 stars. So their total is 25 stars. So that would make up your team. And you can make your team based more aggressive or more defensive. See, blue pips give you defense, orange pips give you offense. And so you could be more aggressive with orange pips, or you could be more defensive with blue pips. It just all depends on how you want to build your deck. But all of these cards came with alternate arts, which are really cool. And I'll show you guys all them different ones here. Let me get them out. I like this alternate art of Smoke Cloak. That was done. That was a really cool, you know. And then their standard cards, they are the same exact size as the fan-made or the Wizards of the Coast one, so you can't even tell. The only difference is what's on the back, but normally people sleeve their cards. So if you unsleeve your cards, some people call you an animal, but whatever. But yeah, these are them here. So this is the alternate art of Smoke Cloak. I thought I had a regular one here to show you, but I do like this one. This one looks much better than the original one. The original one was like a ship, and it was kind of a faraway shot. But yeah, oops. Yeah, I really like these cards, and I'm looking forward to testing out this deck and seeing how it works. But I'll also do a video series explaining how to play this game and how to get started. And there's plenty of this stuff out here. There's plenty of opportunities to continue to play this game. There's several Discords and people that still play this game to this day, because I was actually just in a tournament that I came in 8th place in a couple weeks ago. Or it just ended, like the tournament just ended like a week or so ago. But yeah, and each card has its own value, and they all have writing on them that affect your gameplay. Like each character gets upgrades, utilities, and they get actions that they can do on their turn. And one of the other cool parts about this game is you get to transform Transformers. So, oops. Yeah, like Grimlock and stuff here. He's Grimlock the dinosaur, and when you transform him, he'll turn into his bot form. And then they each have different values and abilities that they can do in each form here. Like this card, obviously, Wheelie is not a transformer. He was just like a utility vehicle. So obviously his other side doesn't really have anything but some information and things like that. But I want to continue to do this video series to explain to people how to play this game, because I do teach this game at my local cons when I do them on how to play this game and get people back into this game here. But well, I don't know where the other combat daggers went. But yeah, like I said, this is one of my favorite cards here. This is, whenever I need a white pip in my deck, I usually use Hit and Run, because I do like that card. And it is versatile in some ways, because some characters need you to transform to get either defense or to trigger an ability. So that's what this card does. If somebody attacks you, or what happens is if you need to get a free flip, you can flip this character. So like with Grimlock, hit and run is really good with Grimlock because, I mean, none of these are Dinobots, but if you had other Dinobots, when you flip him to this mode, your other Dinobots get Bold 3. Bold 3 lets you flip 3 more battle icons when you're battling, which gives you basically, I don't know what it's called in other games, but I think it might be called haste in some games, but you get to flip extra battle cards, which allow you to hit harder and more. And so with this, you could get a free flip where you'd get to flip and then flip again, which allow you to trigger his ability more than once if you have some other shenanigans that you can do. But yeah, and these are the cards here. And this goodie pack is pretty cool. And it helps people just get started in the game. Or if you're just a collector of Transformers, like some of the alternate art of these cards are pretty cool, that if you're just a big Transformers fan, you'd be able to just have these and display them however you want in a binder, or put them next to the Transformer character. Like if you have the toy, you can just put the cards there and enjoy the display factors of these. But I mean, it's sad for this game not to be played, because this is a really fun game that should be played all the time. So yeah, this is what you get. I think these 3 cards here were a bonus that got thrown in, but this is an alternate rollout here, and this is an alternate art of the Matrix. I really like this. It's really clean, and I like how it's like got the borders taken away from them. Like how some of these have, like the original had black borders. I don't have any, or I might have the original one in here. Let me look in one of my other decks, and I can show you. But I don't think so. I could be wrong. I might have taken them out to use in a different deck. Yeah, I did. But yeah, like these are really clean. And like, I just like, and I like the art, like this art with Cup sitting there. And that is just, that's pretty beautiful. I really like that. I really like that art. And these were one of the 2 cards that came out in the first wave that had double pips. That was something that they did very few and far in between, especially like a blue and a red, or blue and orange icon, because they were really powerful cards. And so once they started doing this later in the game, they started adding star values to them because they found out how powerful these double pips were. But yeah, I really love this alternate art. They're just really cool. Yeah. But this is everything you get. I'm going to do a video series and teach you how to play, and then we'll go through how to do these. So just stay tuned. But if you want to pick up any of these, you just go to transformerstcg.org, or you can scan this QR code. I'll also post a better video or a better picture along with this video so that you can scan the QR code straight from your screen. But I will also be carrying these soon once I get my shipment in. If you just go to letsconnect.com, letsconnectlego.com, I'll have some of these in my store here in the future, now that everybody's gotten resupplied and stuff like that. So I will be picking some of these up to be carried. So if you see me at the local con, I will have these physical copies that you can get from me as well. But yeah, and if you want to check out their Discord, yeah, you can get to it through the link at this website here. And like I said, if you just want to pick some of these up or check out the different things and read the story about how these cards continue to thrive through the years of being canceled and being picked up by the fan community, just go to transformerstcg.org, or you can scan the QR codes and just check these things out. But these are really cool. I like the alternate arts. So this whole goodie pack all comes with alternate art for different people to play and have a different experience. The alternate art was done by James Marsh. Snowy did these characters, and Winston Chan did this character, or this battle card right here, which I really like. I really like that. I can't wait to implement that into my normal decks, because I use that a lot. But let's connect, play together, build a better community, and I'll see you guys in the next one.